Hey Booktube, it's Kim at Middle of the Bookmarch, and it's Tag Wednesday. Because I typically do 2 videos a week, I don't usually do a tag on a Tuesday. I usually put it in the middle of my week, which is Wednesday. And I don't do a lot of tags, but I was just recently tagged in 2 of them, and they're both super fun, so I thought I would do both. This is the first one I was tagged in. And this is the, oh gosh, I don't even have the name of it up here. Let's see. This is the Booktube Oldie Tag. Why did you tag me, Kelly? Are you trying to say something? This is the Booktube Oldie Tag, and it was created by Monica at Cozy Monica, and I was tagged by Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading. And don't answer that question I asked you, Kelly. Don't try to say I'm old or anything. I am. I feel so old. So I'm going to do the Booktube Oldie Tag. There are 7 prompts. Let's go. Number 1, how long have you been part of the Booktube community? I started around Christmas time, 2019. So the end of this year will be, wow, 5 years. Wow. Did I think I would last this long? Nope. I will go against my mantra of don't watch my old videos because they're embarrassing, and I will link my very first video down below. It's horrid. It's absolutely horrid. It took me a while to get my footing, get my style, and just be myself. So I will link the very first video down there. But it was November, December 2019. Number 2, what was your biggest misconception before starting Booktube? My biggest misconception. Now, I started watching Booktube with YA Booktubers, and their videos, the channels that I was watching anyway, their videos were so slick and produced and pretty, and everything was organized, and they had twinkle lights on their bookcases and color coordinated fantasy novels, and I'm like, wow, that's so pretty. I wonder if I can get my videos to look like that. Clearly, no, I can't. Number 1, I'm not a young adult, very clearly, because I'm in this tag. Number 2, I don't have all of those kinds of books, nor do I care to make it look that pretty, nor do I care to put twinkle lights on my shelves. I actually think I would enjoy that, so I might do that someday. I love twinkle lights. But that was probably my biggest misconception, is that my videos had to look the same as theirs. Plus, many of them are using very expensive professional cameras. I do not. I use my phone. I use my iPhone to film all of my videos. I probably will never buy a professional-ish camera. I'm just not going to do it. I'm cheap, number 1. Number 2, I am not here to make professional videos. I'm here to have a really good time. I'm here to talk to you all about books. I'm here to meet new people who love books as much as me. And that's it. That's my whole point for being here. So my videos will not ever look as slick as some others. My other biggest conception is the amount of time taken, not to create videos, but to take part in all of the Booktube activities. I'm going to admit to you that I take very little time to create content and to edit. I'll tell you that in a minute. But the thing that takes the most time are the Booktube read-alongs and theme months and activities and buddy reads and tags, and there is a lot. Honestly, there's a lot going on all the time. And it's so easy to get sucked in because there are so many amazing events always happening on Booktube. So many wonderful people to read with and to talk with. It's a lot. And my biggest misconception was that I needed to take part in everything, and I could take part in everything. Number 1, you don't need to take part in everything. It's not doable. Now that I've been on Booktube over 4 years, I am very particular, because if I take on too much, I will stress myself out and I'll never complete any event. I'm already having buddy read problems. And not with them, with me, with me finishing a book. So I have learned what I'm capable of and how much time I'm capable of devoting to activities. And I have to pick and choose very carefully. What was the other thing? Oh, I do not spend a lot of time filming. My videos are usually between 15 and 25 minutes tops. And I hate it when my videos go longer than that. I don't prepare in advance to talk to you. I don't script anything. I've never scripted anything on Booktube. I don't take a lot of time to film. When you see a 15-minute video from me, the total time that it took me to film is probably 15 minutes, 20 seconds. Because there will usually be I will cut a little bit of usually me sitting in my chair getting ready, or if I make a verbal mistake, I'll cut that out. But if you see me within a 15-minute video, it probably took me 15 minutes, 20 seconds to film it. I don't do any slick editing. I have one track of music that I use that's built into the iPhone. I have one still graphic. That's all I do. That's the only time I use to film. Editing, I edit on my iPhone, and editing takes me, usually every video, it takes me around 20 minutes. That's it. I like editing on the iPhone because the editing software is pretty easy to learn. I actually did it from a YouTube tutorial, and I learned how to use iMovie on my phone to edit. If I can't edit on my iPhone, I usually don't do the video because I'm that simple. I'm not simple-minded. I just have simple life, simple tastes. But yeah, I don't spend a lot more than 1 hour per week filming and editing a video, or 2 videos. If I do 2 videos in a week, I usually don't go over an hour. My uploads don't take that long. So 15 minutes to film, 10 to 20 minutes to edit, 10 to 15 minutes to upload, and I'm usually doing 2 videos at a time. So it's been a learning curve to really budget my time. And I think for new booktubers, and I hear this from new people all the time, they're getting bogged down because they want to get involved in everything. And that's the biggest draw of this community. It is amazing. There's so many super duper people. There are so many fun and interesting events and read-alongs and all of it. So time management is extremely important for any new booktuber. I learned that the hard way. Let's see. Number 3, how do you think Booktube has changed since you first started? One for the best, one for the worst. The best way it's changed is I'm seeing so many new people who are wonderful, and all they want to do is come on and talk about books. And so many book lovers, like genuine, true book people, just turn on a camera and start talking. And I've discovered so many new people. That's all they want to do. That's their only motivation, is to get out there and be in the conversation talking about books because they love it. And that is the best part of Booktube, is seeing everybody. The thing for me that has negatively changed that I've noticed, and I don't want to sound petty, but I've also seen brand new booktubers that have been on for a month and have 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. How did that happen? It took me 4 years. And does it sound petty? Yeah, maybe a little bit. And it's like, you hate to admit that you're jealous, but yeah, of course, there's got to be a little jealousy in there. But it's just, how did that happen? I don't understand it. I can't, for the life of me, figure out the YouTube algorithm. I don't know. And I get to a place where I don't care. It's not my job to figure it out. Because quite honestly, I love the growth of my channel, and I am still at a number where it's manageable for me to write comments and to respond to comments, to make friends, and I'm at a really good place. I'm at a happy place. Had I grown as fast as some of these other new people, I don't know if I would have been able to handle it. And I have heard other booktubers say the same thing. I think Kelly might have said the same thing in her video. So yeah. Number 4, what is your favorite booktube memory? Wow. There are so many. There are so many. This is a tough one. One of my favorite videos that I've ever done is when I talked about my in real life book club and the Critical Chicks. I'll try to remember to link that video down below. I loved that video because I got to talk about these amazing women and the number of years we have been meeting. As of this year, it'll be 23 years that we've been together. And we're going strong. And I can't ever see my life without these women. So that was probably my favorite video to do. Some of my other favorite memories, gosh, wow. There's just so many amazing people that I've met. And I've met 3 other booktubers in real life. I've met AJ from AJ Dunn Reads and Writes. We met in Woodstock, Vermont, and had a beautiful day. What an amazing person. I've met Karen from Roving Reader. She is a beautiful woman, inside and out. Her mom came with her, so we all hung around Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We had lunch. We went to Strawberry Bank and toured the old homes. A lot of history. We just had so much fun walking and talking. And then I met Heidi from My Reading Life, who doesn't live that close to me. She lives in Maine, which is right over the border, but she lives way farther away from me. But we did meet briefly, and I met her husband, Eddie, and just wonderful people. These amazing people that I've met on Booktube, and just the friends that I've made. It's wonderful. It is the best part of Booktube. Number 5, what are some books you were introduced to because of Booktube? I have a pile. I have 2 nonfiction books. I never would have read this book if it wasn't for the Booktube Prize. It's Paradise Falls by Keith O'Brien. This is the true story of an environmental catastrophe. This is about Love Canal in Canada, on the border of Canada and New York. I would never have went to the bookstore and picked this up and bought it. But this is an amazing piece of nonfiction, and only because of the Booktube Prize did I read it. These Truths by Jill Lepore. I first saw this on Heidi's channel, My Reading Life. I read this book in a 1-year read-along with Karen from Roving Reader, and this book blew me away. I was so angry at the American history that I never learned that I got from this book. Jill Lepore is a fantastic scholar, an American historian, professor. This is an incredible book, and there are certain parts in here I cried because of facts that I was not aware of. And it took me this long in my life to learn these things, and it was embarrassing to me. But the things I learned were painful and harrowing, and this is just an amazing piece of American history. The rest is fiction. Quartet in Autumn by Barbara Pym. This is my favorite Barbara Pym novel so far. I still have more to read. I would never have known who she was without Shawn the Book Maniac. This is one of his favorite authors, and I had no idea who she was. Never heard of her. I read this book and was hooked. Love this book. This one, the next 2 ad nauseum. Milkman by Anna Burns. This was, I think, one of the first. This won the 2008 Booker Prize. 2018 Booker Prize. I don't remember if I read this in 2019 or 20, but I think it was 2019. One of my favorite books of all time. And I just finished that on audio. Middlemarch by George Eliot. Believe it or not, I did not read Middlemarch until I was on Booktube. And I had seen this on a few different channels, never read it. I knew who George Eliot was. And this was my first buddy read with Alba from Seriella. And the rest is history. I changed my channel name because of that book. 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. Absolutely loved this retelling of the Trojan War. I love Natalie Haynes, and I have a few of her other books. Yes, I do own Stone Blind. It's on my shelf, but I loved this retelling. I love her writing. She is a fantastic classicist. And this next one is a trilogy. One of my wonderful Booktube friends is Britta Bowler, and this is her trilogy. Let's see, I might have had these out of order. These are the Peter Posthumous series. This is Deadly Secrets, Lives Lost, and Lonely Graves. I think Lonely Graves Yes, this is the first one, Lonely Graves by Britta Bolt. Which one is the third one? I think, I forget. Deadly Secrets. I think this might be the second one. And Lives Lost is the first one. Britta, and she has a writing partner, and they wrote this trilogy of crime novels set in Amsterdam. Absolutely loved it. Never would have found these without Britta, without Booktube. So I love this pile of books. Number 6, what is something that frustrates you about Booktube? I don't know. I have little frustrations. I already talked about one or two. I don't know. My lack of, I need more than 24 hours to to take part in all the events I want to take part in. I need to quit my job and be home full time to read all the books I want to talk about. That's probably my biggest frustration. It has nothing to do with actual Booktube. And number 7, what is your hope for the future of Booktube? I just want it to be here forever. I just want it to stay the community that it is. I just want to be a part of it. I want to still talk to amazing people. I want to talk to the same people for a really long time. So many people have stopped making content, and it makes me sad because some of them I loved. You know, we've had a few Booktubers who have passed away. That is extremely sad, that we still have their content, but they're no longer here. I just want it to be around forever and ever. And who knows how realistic that is. That's it for me. I'm going to take the lazy way out and not tag anybody. If you're watching this, the tag has been going around a lot. So please do it if you're watching my video. Even if you're not, let me know in the comments below if you want to answer any of these questions. If you're not a Booktuber, if you're a viewer and a subscriber or a friend, you know, even if you just want to tell me your answer to one or two of these questions, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.